Hello everyone. Welcome to PMN Online. In this tutorial, we will learn how to use calculation groups in Power BI DAX. Let's dive right into one of the most potent tools in Power BI, particularly for those who frequently work with measures. Calculation groups in DAX. These are a game changer for anyone looking to simplify their process, reduce redundancy, and enhance dynamic reporting. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the need to duplicate measures just to apply different time intelligence or metric variations? Well, this tutorial is precisely what you need to streamline that process. By the end of this guide, you'll be equipped to set up calculation groups and create custom calculation items like year-to-date, drastically improving your reporting capabilities. To get started, open up Power BI and make sure you're in the correct workspace. This is important because you want all your changes to be reflected accurately in your model. Once your file is ready, direct your attention to the left side of the screen. Here you will find the model view, which is indicated by an asterisk icon located under the data panel, alongside your report view. The model view is essentially your command center. It provides a comprehensive view of your data structure, tables, and relationships, making it the ideal place for setting up advanced modeling like calculation groups. Now, at the top of your screen, click the button labeled Model. This opens up a plethora of modeling options that go beyond what you see in the basic data or report views. And this is where the real magic happens. Among these options, you'll notice the choice to add a calculation group. Go ahead and click it. Calculation groups offer a single location where you can define logic that can be reused. Imagine you want to apply calculations like year-to-date, quarter-to-date, or prior year across multiple measures. Instead of copying, pasting, and maintaining these calculations for each measure, you have a master set of instructions that can be applied easily whenever needed. Think of it as having a set of recipe cards that you can use to create any dish on your menu. Here, each dish is akin to a measure. Once you've clicked to add a new calculation group, it's time to give it a meaningful name. This name should be intuitive and descriptive enough for you and your team to understand its purpose at a glance. After naming your group, locate the Calculation Items section within it. Right-click and select New Calculation Item. This is where you'll define the calculation logic itself. For instance, if you want to create a year-to-date calculation, you can input something like YTD equals calculate.SELECTEDMEASURE, dates YTD, your date column. The function SELECTEDMEASURE is a special feature in DAX that tells Power BI to apply this calculation to whichever measure the user selects. Meanwhile, dates YTD does the heavy lifting of aggregating your data for the year so far, based on your table's date column. You can repeat this process to create as many calculation items as you need. Perhaps you want to add a previous month, quarter to date, or even an industry-specific calculation. That's totally doable, and it keeps your model neat without being cluttered with repetitive measures. Here's a quick tip. If you ever find yourself stuck with DAX functions, you can leverage AI tools like ChatGPT to generate DAX formulas for you. You can then copy, paste, and tweak as necessary before saving them to your calculation group. Once you've set up your calculation items, let's put them to the test in a real report. Switch back to the report view. In the data fields, your new calculation group should now appear just like any other table. Locate it and drag it onto your report canvas. The next step is to convert it into a slicer. A slicer functions much like a filter, acting as a control panel that allows users to choose which calculation gets applied to your table or visuals in real time. Try it out by selecting different calculation items in your slicer, and observe how your tables update instantly. It's incredibly satisfying to see your numbers change dynamically based on the logic you've set up. This method not only keeps your model tidy, but also empowers end users with greater flexibility and interactivity, all without adding unnecessary clutter. And there you have it. You've now enhanced your model with calculation groups, saving yourself time while creating more dynamic reports. If this tutorial helped you, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or want to share how you're using calculation groups, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to PMN Online for more step-by-step Power BI tutorials. Hopefully, you now have a better understanding of how to use calculation groups in Power BI DAX. For more step-by-step tutorials and guides, subscribe to PMN Online and never miss an update.